The events that took place here 1 year ago will forever be remembered. But even as victims, friends and family continue to pick up from the ashes of Westgate, many questions remain unanswered. Time, they say, is a healer. It is 1 year now since terrorists attacked the Westgate Mall in Westlands. The physical wounds may have healed, but many questions have refused to go away. Just how did foreigners sneak into the country and carry out such a brazen attack in broad daylight? Did security agents respond in good time and coordinate well? How many attackers were involved? Were they killed? And if yes, what became of their bodies? The list is endless.
Bado wananisumbua akili sana, waliuawa na walienda wapi?
We sought some answers from Cabinet Secretary for the Interior, Joseph Lenku, the man who was in charge during the September 21st rampage. Top were claims that the army and the police were not well coordinated during the siege.
People call it a disconnect because Kenyans have not seen all the agencies working together. And therefore everybody was putting his or her opinion that it is Karangi, why is Karangi interfering with Kimayo, why is this? But really that was not the case. This was an internal security matter under the Ministry of Interior, and therefore it was being done by National Police Service. What KDF was doing was supporting National Police Service. Yes. So it was not a disconnect, but because of people not being used to the services working together, they definitely came up with the opinion and suggestion that somebody is interfering with someone's job.
It was the first such incident that, according to some, caught many flat-footed. The minister falls short of confirming as much, but says they adjusted quickly to defeat the aggressors.
Let us appreciate one fact that as much as there has been or there was concern about the handling of Westgate, there's no single country that has a template for terror attack. For lack of a template, then it is really situation-driven. So the situation is dealt as it's come.
Perhaps the deepest mystery is whether 4, 10 or 14 attackers were involved and what happened to their bodies.
We believe in security that the terrorists were killed in the process. But we have sent for forensic analysis necessary information and collected samples to leading countries, America and Israel, to unravel it.
Still in the minds of survivors and ordinary Kenyans, the question is whether we are safer now and whether the country can effectively deal with such an attack. While malls, supermarkets and some matatu operators frisk customers, there is a feeling that this is hardly enough as those manning these areas are not adequately trained. But what is clear is that life has changed so much since Westgate, and ordinary Kenyans are trying to put to practice lessons from that incident. According to security officials manning Kencom bus terminus, this is now a compulsory exercise.
Wakati wa Westgate, saa ile tulisikia kule kumevamiwa. Tulisikia aibu sana. Na ndio tulichukua hii mwendo, tukaifinya kabisa juu hatujui enemies wetu wako laini gani.
Many agree that in the face of Al-Shabaab activities, the nation can only be safe if collective vigilance against security threats is exercised. Security agents must change tack to deal with new threats posed by such militia.
Let us look at the broader picture of terrorism and maybe come up with a counter-terror unit, so that within this counter-terror unit, it can also be in a position not only to preempt terrorism, but also to act when it occurs.
We did a command and control center, which we are actually enhancing now using the surveillance communication equipment through Safaricom. And currently, as part of the process of police modernization, the first phase was to do that command center, which is in place actually in Jogo House. That also has as a subcomponent of it the call room where 999 is and 112, and that is also functioning.
And who can forget Samantha Luthwaite, an alleged woman terrorist, also known as the White Widow? Did she command the gang of attackers as alleged by witnesses? And are there chances she and other perpetrators will be punished?
The stories of Liswith still keep on hanging there. I don't think she has ever been around. but that is a story for another day.
Some hopes for answers may also lie in the outcome of a case in which 4 suspects are charged in connection with the attack. Despite the dark cloud that hung over Westgate, many hope that the nation that emerged from the chaos more united can successfully keep such attackers away in future. Njenga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.